Hernandez.
Iose in tight space. Zatella. Freeman for Raul. On a deflection, headed off by Raul and taken by Johansson. Hernandez lets it fly. Alvarez with the head. And he was taken down. Seiko is proud to be the official timekeeper of the New York Cosmos. And guys, what have you seen so far from NYCFC, notably their midfield here, as we're in the 11th minute of a scoreless match?
Well, I think for me, they've pretty much NYCFC just trying to alleviate pressure. Now they give up the breakaway.
Guenzati towards the area, into the area, shoots, it's blocked. And taken by Allen. Sebastian Guenzati on an odd man rush with Lucky Kusana.
Those are moments, Mike, I think where you have to do better. Guenzati had a clear path to goal. He had numbers and options to pass. Really telegraphed where he was going, and that's why he was closed down.
Must give credit to Jason Hernandez, though, who really stood him up and made him double step himself.
Well, here's the play you're talking about. Jason Hernandez reads it beautifully. He just takes a step. He doesn't overcommit. It's actually Shea Pacey as well, who came over to defend. So good job by both players.
That attack thwarted by Gorski. Throw-in coming up for NYCFC. No score in this fourth-round matchup in the U.S. Open Cup. Poku's pass blocked by Zatella. Adam Moffat, the native of Scotland, for Iose. Guenzati, careful there against Alvarez. Works it back now to Maurer. Moffat sends it along. Kusana. Well defended there by Facey to cut him off. Shea Facey, 21 years old, on season-long loan from Manchester City. Iose tried to lead Zatella, and he heels it out. No David Villa in the starting lineup for NYCFC. And no Josh Saunders in net. Johansson getting the start tonight. Restrepo takes on Allen down the right side. Restrepo tripped into the area. The cross for Raul! Wide of the net. What a chance for the Cosmos off the side.
Well, they use the width of the field and get it to the man they want to get it to. Edge of the 6-yard box. Hits it first time with the right foot. Restrepo keeps it in play. A high degree of difficulty for Raul to try and get across his body, but good opportunity.
I'll tell you, one of the things that I didn't cover in the pregame that was a question mark for me was R.J. Allen out there. He's only played a couple of games. He's a local boy, and with the pace and the skills of Restrepo, he's going to have a big night ahead of him. They look for NYFC to shift over and look to cover a little bit for him.
Mike, we always talk about the importance of a first goal, but I think it's even greater in a game with so much emotion.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, first goal here, whoever has it is going to take the wind out of the other team's sails. We have both teams with a lot of supporters here, and it's going to set the tone right away.
Foul from behind on Brovsky. Tangled with Guenzati. This will set it up nicely for the Cosmos. Free kick as we're in the 15th minute.
Hunter Freeman, very good on these set pieces with the right foot. Try and play that ball in between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box for a teammate to run onto it.
That's blocked by Poku. Nudge back in and headed out. Freeman regathers.
That's a broadcaster's nightmare. As soon as you say it, he takes a poor free kick. Can't get it over the first defender.
Well, for those of you watching who don't have One World Sports, please call your TV distributor to find out how you can get One World Sports, America's network for global sports. And it's the 4th round of the U.S. Open Cup, oldest soccer competition in the U.S. Ed Cohen, Shep Messing, Mike Pecky with you. Mitch Green, Eric Singer leading our crew. Cosmos last year beat the Red Bulls in this 4th round here at Stewart Stadium and trying to build on a spring victory. NASL spring champions.
Ed, must you keep saying that, buddy?
Context with some of our familiar characters. Mike, it didn't go your way last year, but you certainly know that the Cosmos, the mindset's so important in a matchup like this.
Oh, absolutely.
Long ball for Kasana. Johansson all the way out to boot it away.
Mike, I don't understand in terms of NYCFC when you have 2 players in the midfield with the skill of Mehdi Bellucci and Mick Diskerud. I don't understand how they don't do a better job controlling and spraying the ball around.
Well, I think to answer that question, you have to look at the Cosmos, the pressure they're putting on, where they're channeling NYFC to, and I think they've done a good job of that so far. I think when Mehdi and Mix have had some time on the ball, you could see their talent.
Guenzati from Raul. Into the area, deflected and taken by Johansson. '17th minute, a very active Sebastian Guenzati so far. This is Borowski working it back to his goalie. NYCFC back-to-back wins. They won their first road match of the year 2 weeks ago at Philadelphia, and then the 3-1 victory over the weekend against Montreal. Goals from David Villa, Max Diskerud, and Poku. Restrepo charted loose. Kasana brings along for the Cosmos. Using the middle now. And knocked away by Hernandez. He's trying to connect with Raul in the box.
Well, that's the player that Mike Petke pointed out earlier, R.J. Allen. And yes, he has not looked settled in this game. And it's a hard foul by Borowski. He'll get a lecture, probably not more.
I do have to say, though, Shep, R.J. Allen does have talent. He is a talented player. He's a good young player, New Jersey. I believe he played at Montclair State. Monmouth University. But right now, he's showing a little bit of an experience.
Mike, it's every team that you played on and coached. Every team has strengths and weaknesses. You're trying to attack the weakness, accentuate your strength. So, and Jason Kreis and Giovanni Savarese, they know what to expect tonight, and they know areas of the field that they want to attack.
Absolutely.
Hunter Gorski, Moffitt, Kasana brings it down. Hernandez again, slows him up. Kasana takes it from Pacey, back into the box. Moffitt chips it and headed out. Here's the push from Borowski towards that last Cosmos opportunity. Poku gets it back. Poku lead into the box for Mullins, and Maurer slides in to make the stop.
Well, good anticipation by Jimmy Maurer. One of the few times the Cosmos have been caught upfield and exploited a little bit. And Maurer, as soon as that ball was played, was out to collect it.
Raul had a touch, knocked away by Hernandez. Possession about even as we're in the 20th minute. Rofsky sets up a throw-in for the Cosmos. Raul tried to lead Casana, and the flag up offside. Talk so much about the back line of NYCFC. Mentioned Jason Hernandez quite a bit. He's taken on all comers thus far in the area.
Well, Mike, you know him well, and he's done a terrific job over his career and tonight in 1v1 situations.
Yeah, he's a player that during my time at Red Bulls we actually inquired about. We would have loved to have had him. He's a local boy. His price is a little too high for us, but he's exactly what you want in a center back. Big, strong, no nonsense. He don't care when he gets the ball. Just one touch, get it off his foot, but he's cleaning fires, putting out fires, I should say, and he's doing a good job.
Here comes Casana into the area. Lucky on the move. It's stopped. A sliding tackle by Facey.
Well, you look at the first 22 minutes of the game. This man on the ball, Lucky Casana, he's been the guy most active, beating people with his speed, getting into the penalty area. Another good play defensively by Facey, but he's creating danger.
Yeah, between him and Restrepo out wide, those are the two guys right now that are setting the tone for the Cosmos.
Ioze out to take this corner kick. 22nd minute, no score. We're in the fourth round of the U.S. Open Cup. The fourth corner kick for the New York Cosmos. Freeman gets the leg free. Punched away by Johansson. Airborne, Moffitt beaten to it. Alvarez, Poku now. Poku had it knocked by Gorski. Moffitt snuck in there before Allen.
Giovanni Savarese, I think, Mike, a little bit concerned about when you lose the ball, who's covering back. Poku was in a terrific situation with space, time, the ball at his feet, and one defender to beat. And fortunately for the Cosmos, they closed them down.
Yeah, when you talk about coaches, you talk about trademark, style of play. And the one thing that Jason's trademark is his transition from offense to defense. Defensively, they're playing a flat midfield. They're closing things down. And that allows Poku, when they win the ball, to be in good positions. They start off offensively with the three-man up top. And right when they lose the ball, it's more like a 4-4-1 immediately.
Yeah, I'm not comparing it, but you're absolutely right in terms of players like Cristiano Ronaldo, who have made a living out of transition. He'll find that space wide in the field, and when the ball's turned over, he's always there, willing to take it and take players on.
Absolutely, and it's not an easy thing to do, to get yourself in that right position that you could help defensively, but also be in the right spot once you win the ball.
NYCFC under Jason Kreis. Former MVP as a player with then the Dallas Burn in 1999. Later guiding Real Salt Lake to the MLS Cup. 24th minute. We're still scoreless. Makes Diskerud. Allen looking for Poku, brings it down. Knocked away, and then Maurer comes out and he scores. What a goal by Poku. Stayed with it, and NYCFC with the first goal, 1-0 here in the U.S. Open Cup. And Ioze is down for the Cosmos.
That's the player and the danger we were just talking about. And Mike, you pointed it out, it was Mix Discarud originally on the flank who kept that play alive. But Poku, that's the man they wanted to get the ball to. And this is just individual effort. Absolutely brilliant skill on the ball. Ayoze trying to close him down. Jimmy Maurer stuck as to when to come out or not. That's just a big-time goal.
Well, I was a little bit confused at the beginning of why Mix Discarud was out wide, but right then and there you saw that, his ability to keep that ball in and create something like that. And Poku, what can you say for that effort? Never giving up.
Poku in the 24th minute. And this is an NYCFC team that has struggled mightily early in games. In an 11-game stretch in which they didn't record any wins, the last 6 of those, they allowed the opening goal in the first 30 minutes each time, but they get the first strike here tonight, 1-0 in favor of the visitors.
Look, for me, you could always point on every play, every moment, something good and something that could have been done better. I think it was brilliant by Poku. Having said that, Maurer and Ayoze were there. And for me, and I've given kudos to Jimmy Maurer the entire season, you got to come clean it up. Ayoze had position on the ball, couldn't get a touch, but you've got 2 players with Poku back to the goal, flicking it over his head. He can do a better job closing that down.
I'll tell you, the center back, former center back, I remember telling my goalkeepers all the time, I don't care if you go through me, as long as you get that ball. So Jimmy Maurer was a little hesitant there, and yes, he got paid for it.
Ayoze was tangled there with Alvarez, and they call the foul before it goes out.
And it's really right there that Poku and Ayoze go up for the ball. Poku, disparity in their physical strength, shields Ayoze off the ball, and Jimmy Maurer is stuck. I think he could have made an earlier decision to go, as you said, clean everybody out. That ball is sitting there in the air, edge of the 6-yard box. You've got to go get it.
Here comes Freeman, spot of the foul. Kasana heads it up and out. Last touched by NYCFC. Corner kick for the Cosmos. This will be Ayoze once again. 28-minute, 1-0 NYCFC on the goal from Poku in the 24th minute. Low liner off the side of the net. And a goal kick here for the visitors. First time this season the Cosmos have allowed the first goal at home. That includes games in the NASL and then of course here in the US Open Cup, 7 matches in all.
Well, this is right now where we're going to see what they're made of. This is the first time this has happened. They've had such a successful season. This is the first time they've been in this situation with a very talented team, but now it's time to see how they're going to make that up.
Rentati comes back to take it from Alvarez. And now Mendez for the Cosmos, the captain from Mineola, New York. Cosmos locked up the NASL spring title against Jacksonville Saturday. A game they led by 2 goals, ended up in a 3-3 draw. But that 1 point good enough to give them the title. Follow U.S. Soccer's coverage of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup on Twitter at @OpenCup. Cosmos, the lone remaining squad for the NASL in this competition after Atlanta was shut out by the Red Bulls last night, 3-0. We'll have a recap of a busy 4th round and a successful night for the MLS teams at halftime of this one. Nix up for Mullins. Two-time Herman winner. Nix, Mullins. A lead now. Bellucci knocked down. Nix trying to keep it alive. Zitella thwarts it. That was Hunter Freeman. And he's down for the Cosmos.
Well, we talk about the first goal, and NYCFC now playing with a little bit of flair and confidence. This action right in front of the NYCFC supporters. Nick Diskerud lost the ball, came down on the top of Hunter Freeman's foot.
Freeman long ball, Moffitt, Kasana headed away by Brovsky.
Mike, you know it better than anybody else because you were so emotional as a player yourself. You've got to channel those emotions for the right result.
You know, over the last couple of minutes, we've seen the Cosmos play the ball a bit direct, which is not really accustomed to what they do. You just hope that they reel that in with the emotion and everything and just stick to their game plan because they had some very good moments so far.
Ayoze, far side. Last touch by Mendez. Sellout crowd here at Stewart Stadium on Long Island. Many supporters for NYCFC, but of course, big bulk for the Cosmos. This is kicked out by Hernandez. Restrepo waits for it, brings it down. Blocked again by Jacobson. And Nix with a touch out for Poku. Back for Diskerud. Nix Diskerud carries through. He's got Poku on the wing. Poku reverses. Here's Bellucci. Back for the former Red Bull. Allen. Bellucci. Head by Zitella. Diskerud. Mullins waiting into the area. Restrepo got in there. And now a foul as Diskerud was cut off.
That's a great sequence by NYCFC. 10, 11, 12 passes, possession, strung it together. Now they get the set piece opportunity outside the area. It's Benny Bellucci. I really think he had nowhere to go, but floated it in, got lucky because Nick Diskerud picked it up, kept possession. They end up with a set piece.
33rd minute, 1-0 NYCFC. Bellucci, Mullins, Diskerud had it knocked away by Gunzati.
Mike, you were shaking your head on that, and I totally agree. I mean, why try and reinvent the wheel on a simple set piece? You just squander an opportunity to put something dangerous in front of the goal.
Whether it's a corner kick, whether it's a free kick around the box, it's a free opportunity to get a shot on goal. Yeah. Whether it's off a header, whether it's off a shot. So to me, maybe they practiced that all week and it worked great, but right then and there is a reason to get the ball in the box.
So why do so many of you crazy coaches overthink it?
Jacobson here for Poku. Mullins takes on Freeman in the box. Mullins on the cross. Now reaches up right next to the crossbar to poke it away.
They have safety first. Jimmy Maurer can ill afford to let that ball hit the crossbar and stay in play.
Chin up from the native of Georgia. Now a corner kick for NYCFC. Discarud. Kicked away by Ioze. '35th minute. Goal from Poku in the 24th has NYCFC up 1-0. Adam Moffat sprays it out. Restrepo. Cosmos on the move. Restrepo takes on Allen. This led to a chance earlier. Looked like it may have come out. Instead cleared by Hernandez. Gorski overran it. Discarud is there for NYCFC. Mullins has a man. Now Poku. Alvarez. And Maurer off his line to scoop it up. Here's Lucky. Kasana curls around Facey. Leads Raul, pass behind him. And Jacobson able to clear for NYCFC.
Well, Lucky Kasana, we talked about the initial speed and then the easy part of the play. He gives the ball away, but he's been a threat out wide. He's been a threat down the middle. Mike, you pointed it out before. For the Cosmos, they have to build on what they do well and not panic.
Here comes Poku. Head of steam. Shot blocked by Mendez. Corner kick coming up for NYCFC.
Well, to go back to what you just said, Shep, the first 15 minutes or so, they were utilizing Lucky, utilizing Restrepo out wide, and they went through about a 20-minute or so patch that they weren't. They're getting back to that now. Restrepo's run just a minute ago, and now Lucky. They need to get into that to be successful here.
Outswinger for Bellucci. Here in the 37th minute. And again kicked out by Raul. And they'll try it again.
Well, you talked about it before, Mike. You get a set piece, you get a corner kick. How poorly is that taken? Just giving away an opportunity.
It does happen sometimes, but you're absolutely right. You need to capitalize on these. Again, a little bit of a miss hit.
Alvarez into the box, headed up right to Maurer. A chance there for Mullins.
The flag on the near side of the field was up, so had it gone in, it wouldn't have counted. He was in an offside position. There's the flag.
No David Villa for NYCFC, but they have the lead on Poku's goal in the 24th minute. One that Jimmy Maurer wants back, certainly. Here's Hernandez. Going here for New York City Football Club. Coming up at halftime, highlights from this U.S. Open Cup 4th round. A lot of matches from last night, and an opportunistic start for NYCFC minus David Villa in the starting lineup in their first U.S. Open Cup match. First time facing the Cosmos. Raul. Back goes Facey. Sets up the throw-in for the Cosmos. Taken away by Poku. Zatella late to it. Here's Mullins. Interceded by Gorski, and a foul near midfield. and a yellow card.
Well, again, it starts with a poor giveaway of the ball, and now you're back chasing. This really, I think, gets the yellow because of the tactical nature of that foul. Hunter Gorski knows that he can't, you know, it's the ball or the guy. He can't let them both get by. I think at the other end of the field, one of the things the Cosmos need to do better is find Raul. He's really been taken out of the game. NYCFC has done a good job denying him the ball. And the more touches he gets, the better the Cosmos are.
No, absolutely. He has been a bit of a quiet game so far. This is what we talked about a little while. How are they going to respond to being down for the first time? And they have to realize they have a heck of a lot more time to go before this game is over. Settle things down, play their game.
Kick back in by Hernandez. Mendez. Allen steps up. RJ Allen. Bellucci. Poku. Mendez there. And Mendez keeps it alive for the Cosmos. A big stop there by Carlos Mendez with Poku ready to swoop in. Rare touch for Raul this half. He carries in. Sprays it out for Ioze. '41st minute, 4th round, U.S. Open Cup. Poku in open space. Mendez out to him. Poku. Help there from Ioze, and it comes out to Guinzotti. Mix. Tripped up Guinzotti. Called for the foul. Stay tuned after the match to see who is named the Emirates Cosmos Man of the Match. Shep and Mike, takeaway from this overall effort from NYCFC thus far.
Well, I think they responded to a shaky first 10 minutes of the game. They alleviated the pressure, and then they started getting their players who needed to have the ball. They started getting them the ball. Mix Discarut, Mehdi Bellucci, and of course Poku.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Shep. I mean, the first start of this game, Cosmos, it was all Cosmos. I think what they've done is they've taken control of the possession game. The interaction with Mehdi, Mix, Poku has been phenomenal so far, and they're putting Cosmos on their heels, which they're not used to.
Bellucci, and now Poku to it as we're in the 43rd minute.
Really, for me, what Giovanni Savarese will emphasize at halftime, among other things, and you alluded to it early, but for Giovanni Savarese, you've got to win the midfield. And they started out, and you said, Mike, that Jason Price knew how the Cosmos played. If you don't win the midfield battles, you're going to struggle during a game.
Absolutely, and talk about the midfield, Danny Sotelo and Adam Moffat, they seem to not be used to the players that we're playing against right now. They usually control the midfield with Raul dropping. They have not had a grasp in this game whatsoever. They've not had the ball at their feet enough for the Cosmos to be successful.
Alvarez back for Discarut. He fires. Maurer comes out and now leads Gorski down the field. Long ball knocked down, was intended for Restrepo.
And once again, that's the long ball option that Mike talked about. Be calm, be cool, play through the midfield, find Raul, let him be the playmaker. You've got to have ball winners and playmakers in the midfield, and right now they have neither.
No, I agree, and I think that it comes from a lack of balance so far. I think that the NYFC's possession has pushed the Cosmos back so deep that when they do win the ball, there's not many options. So they're forced to send that ball forward. They need to get a bit more balance, specifically from the midfield on, and that way they can transition the ball from the back through the middle and up front.
Every team has injuries, and clearly this is a better Cosmos midfield with Marcos Senna playmaking from deep in front of the back four. But right now they have to adjust to the game, and they haven't done it.
Mullins heals it. Knocked away from Allen. And now Raul as we've entered the 45th minute. 1-0 NYCFC. Restrepo is spun around. Flag was up, man down. Restrepo carries in. Drop off for Moffitt. Moffitt for Guenzati over his head and cleared out. 1 minute of extra time here in the first half. Moffitt again, his cross blocked. Raul, and that's blocked, rather Freeman. Freeman lets it fly, a trickler taken by Johansson at the near post. "6'7" goalie Eric Johansson. Thus far, a clean sheet. 1-0 NYCFC on the goal from Poku in the 24th. That's it. First half complete. Cosmos down a goal after one.
At the end of the first half with the score, NYCFC won.
A terrific goal from Poku to give the visitors the lead going to the locker room.
Well, I don't remember a shot on goal by the Cosmos, and if you don't shoot on goal, it's tough to score. So I'm sure Giovanni Savarese will have some lectures at halftime.
Now we're joined by Cosmos head coach Gio Savarese, Ed, Shep, and Mike with you, Gio. What will be your message to your team going to the locker room?
No, first of all, that we need to be a little more aggressive in pressuring, in collecting the second balls, and be able to double up and don't give so much space. It looks like sometimes we always 1 second late into every play. We started very well the first half until the goal, and then right after the goal we just collapse a little bit. So we just have to pick it up again, and if we pressure them, they're going to give us a lot of the balls, and we're going to get some space.
Yeah, Coach, that's what Mike and I were saying during the first half. The way you started the game, Lucky Kasana was having his way. Walter Restrepo was using wide positions. After the goal, it changed.
Definitely changed after the goal. It looks like we got flat, and we didn't pressure the same way that we were doing. We weren't attacking the spaces the way we did. We kind of froze in a sense, and we have to just pick it up for the second half. If we pressure them, if we play them, we're going to get some balls in there, and we can get the goal, and then the game is going to, be in our favor.
Giovanni, thank you.
Thank you.
Halftime score, NYCFC with a 1-0 lead against the Cosmos. You're watching One World Sports presentation of New York Cosmos Soccer and the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup East River Derby.
Moments like these put us at ease. Moments that capture our hearts.
Some of the most memorable moments on Earth aren't even happening on Earth. The Emirates A380. Hello, tomorrow.
There is a place in Queens where talent and technology make people well. A place of remarkable medicine and remarkable people, where service means treating you like family. From heart care to cancer care, from pediatrics and orthopedics to complicated surgery. Some of the world's finest medical talent is right in your own backyard. New York Hospital, Queens. Expertise you trust, service you deserve.
Beautiful day in Baltimore, where most people probably know that Geico could save them money on car insurance, right? You see, the thing is, Geico, well, could help them save on boat insurance too.
Oi!
Okay, I'm ready to come in now. Hello?
I'm trying my best.
Seriously, I'm serious. Request to come ashore.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
On National Sports Network. The best international competitions. One World Sports. The place to see emerging icons. Legendary franchises. Championship events live from around the globe. A sports network like no other. On TV, on the go. One World Sports. America's network for global sports. Go to the App Store and Google Play. Get the Watch One World Sports app.
Supporters making the trip, and they enjoyed what they saw from NYCFC. They lead the Cosmos 1-0 on Poku's goal in the 24th minute. Ed Cohen and Mike Petke back with you with the highlights from yesterday's U.S. Open Cup action. 48 minutes, Seattle and Portland. And the Timbers get one from Diego Valeri, pass keeper Tony Perkins. But in the 79th minute, Seattle with the equalizer on to stoppage time. And Seattle down to 9 men. Rodney Wallace is eventually the game winner. And then, Mike, it got really testy. At 3 red cards on Seattle, plus an injury left them with 7 players. Clint Dempsey not happy. Watch this. He gets a yellow, and then after ripping it, that becomes a red.
Yeah, I'll tell you, on one hand, I could understand the frustration, but obviously you should never do something like that. It comes down to the frustration over referees, to be quite honest with you.
3-1, Portland wins, the defending champs out of the U.S. Open Cup. As for the Red Bulls, 7th minute, Lloyd Sam from Bradley Wright Phillips. That made it 1-0 against the NASL's Atlanta Silverbacks, and they weren't done. 8 minutes later, Sasha Question denied, but the rebound's there for Ronald Zubar to make it 2-0, and the Red Bulls had one more for a 3-0 win.
Yeah, young Sean Davis getting his first goal. I think that's important for him, but this is good for the Red Bulls. They get back to their winning ways.
Elsewhere in Philadelphia, first time ever went to PKs at PPL Park, and John McCarthy was up to the task. 2 brilliant saves for Philadelphia. Later on in the shootout, they get the goal, and it was McCarthy again, Mike, who makes a big stop.
Well, those are the moments that goalkeepers shine, you know, and he's certainly shined, made a name for himself yesterday.
They love it in Philadelphia. The Union over Rochester in penalty kicks. And elsewhere, you look at the 4th round results, the big thing to take away, it was a really good night for MLS teams. Red Bulls, Union, Kansas City, Chicago, FC Dallas, all victorious. Likewise for these 4, and the round of 16 draw will be tomorrow at 11 a.m. We'll see which of these teams tonight, the Cosmos or NYCFC, if they make it there. MLS teams off to a really good start. What do you make of the focus we've seen across the board so far?
Well, looking at those score sheets right there, the teams that should have won yesterday won. Here is the only thing left right now for the NASL, and this is a toss-up, to be honest with you. Cosmos are the last hope because they're a good team.
Taking care of business so far, MLS teams, and right now the team in this one that's up is NYCFC. Poku with the goal in the 24th minute. The visitors lead this one 1-0.
These miles are about the distance, the competition, and the ones I compete for. I was born to run these miles.
Skechers Go Run 4, seamless fit, mid-foot strike technology.
Did you get your miles in?
Whatever happened to the family phone? The one that kept everyone connected. Say hello to Vonage, the home phone service for today, with more ways to stay connected than ever before. With Vonage, you can talk all you like for just $9.99 a month. And when you really need your family, a single call rings at home and on 2 smartphones, so someone's always there for you. You can also use our smartphone app to call the US over Wi-Fi from anywhere in the world for free. And with a simple swipe, you can block unwanted callers for good, so you get to spend time with the people you care about. instead of the people you don't. Switch to Vonage during our extended sales event and get our best offer ever, $9.99 a month for a full year. Plus, receive everything you need to get started free. That's $119 value. Call or go online today. Hurry, don't miss this offer.
Call 1-800-970-1102 or go to buyvonage.com.
These miles are about the distance, the competition, and the ones I compete for. I was born to run these miles.
Skechers Go Run 4, seamless fit, midfoot strike technology.
Did you get your miles in?
Hello, my friend. I am Pelé. You are watching One World Sports.
Halftime at Stewart Stadium in the U.S. Open Cup's fourth round, and NYCFC leading the Cosmos 1-0 here on One World Sports. Welcome back inside the booth. Ed Cohen, Shep Messing, Mike Petke with you, and the Cosmos had their chances, no doubt, early on. The NYCFC back line, they were up to the challenge, and then they got their chance in the 24th minute, courtesy of Poku.
I think when you look at any game, it's all about what do you do with your goal-scoring opportunities. And you talked about the Cosmos. They attacked the game early. Jose getting up down the left flank. And most of the first half, Lucky Casana, he was getting the ball. Jason Hernandez, Facey, they did a great job defending. Lucky Casana again getting closed down before he could give service. And then against the run of play, Nick Discaru gets it to Poku. What a goal. Tremendous goal by Poku. Nothing Malik could do about it.
Well, the question was leading me into this was how is NYFC going to take this game? And obviously they've taken it well. And the goal right there shows Mix Discaru on the wing. He can be creative.
Not a whole lot of chances for NYCFC, but they get that one big chance and they capitalize. And right now they lead this one 1-0. Of course, we have the U.S. Open Cup here in the United States, but up in Canada, it is the Women's World Cup in the United States with their victory yesterday over Nigeria. 7 points. They win Group D, and now they move on. And Shep, let me ask you, we have our great friend JP Delacamera out there working the Women's World Cup. The U.S., it was an up and down road in group play. What do you see from them going forward?
Well, I think it's dangerous. You look at some of the teams, Germany, Japan, France, a lot of skill on the ball, individual technique. It's almost like the rest of the world is catching up, but it's still the USA. We have talent. We're playing almost at home in Canada, so I think I see them going a long way.
And Mike, your thoughts on the U.S. as they move on to this next round?
Well, throughout the group play, to see that they finished on top of the group of death and the way they played is surprising, but it's also a good sign. Playing the way they did, but finishing on top, but they need to step it up a little bit, both tactically and both with their offensive abilities.
JP, we miss you. We're holding it down here in the U.S. Open Cup, but have a great run as it moves on past group play in Canada. Halftime here in the fourth round, the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, NYCFC leading the Cosmos 1-0.
Moments like these put us at ease. Moments that capture our hearts.
Some of the most memorable moments on Earth aren't even happening on Earth. The Emirates A380. Hello, tomorrow.
There is a place in Queens where talent and technology make people well. A place of remarkable medicine and remarkable people. Where service means treating you like family. From heart care to cancer care, from pediatrics and orthopedics to complicated surgery. Some of the world's finest medical talent is right in your own backyard. New York Hospital, Queens. Expertise you.
And I'm ready to find out what is the deal with the flightless Arctic penguin. You're gonna have to talk to the CIA about that one.
There's some backstory to it. I was never explained it.
It's classified.
It's classified. You can't give me anything.
I can't give you anything.
Every time we play against the Rowdies, we bring that out.
And so I just see a penguin and I'm like, we're not in Pittsburgh.
Last year, when Tampa was in town, there were some fans locally. They had brought a penguin suit, and the head had maybe got misplaced.
The penguin is the Tampa Bay Rowdies mascot.
Maybe some of the 5 Point fans have that head somewhere.
Listen, you bring a mascot, you know, they did last year. We take the penguin, we take possession of them, you know.
They bring the Penguins now whenever Tampa's in town.
It's just a little fun that we have.
It's sort of a thank you very much for coming by.
And it's just a symbol as to how we own them, because that's always the case.
"102 years of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, and NYCFC, their first ever appearance, they lead the Cosmos 1-0. Cosmos won the spring season in the NASL. The fall begins Independence Day weekend, Sunday night, July 5th at 7 p.m. when they face off against Indy 11 at Shootout Stadium, Hofstra University in Long Island. And the first 3,000 fans in attendance will receive a Raul Cosmos Legends bobblehead doll presented by First Nationwide Title. Tickets start at $15. They're available now. nycosmos.com, toll free 855-71-COSMOS, or match day at the Shootout Stadium box office. NYCFC without David Villa in the starting lineup, without Saunders in net. So guys, what do you make of the effort from this group as we get ready for the second half?
Well, I'll start by putting my hand in the air. I called perhaps the lineup lame, but you know, the one thing about the broadcast booth, Mike, and you know it as a player and a coach, nobody knows their team like the guys who were there in the locker room, Jason Price and Giovanni Savarese. Obviously, he knows his guys better than we do up in the booth.
No, absolutely. And I think once the game settled down initially, the Cosmos were on them a bit. I think NYFC put together a very good performance. Their game plan coming in was very good. They took over the midfield and they capitalized on playing through lines, which is huge, especially against the Cosmos. You saw the Cosmos having to drop back so much. They're not used to that. So they need to get back the Cosmos on the front foot, put their pressure, put their style onto NYFC, and then we could see a different second half.
And that's what Giovanni Savarese talked to us about at the end of the first half. He felt the way the team let down after the goal was scored, he's got to get back to the way they started the game.
No, absolutely, and we keep talking about their undefeated season, and they have never been in this situation. Well, this second half is going to provide an opportunity for them to do something for the first time, come from behind and getting a result.
Mike, you made a good point at one point during that first half. Cosmos were going long. They were firing it forward, something we don't always see from them, trying to establish guys like Lucky Kasana and Raul. How do they get it about going to those two in the second half?
Well, in the beginning of the half, of the first, at the start, they found Lucky to his feet where he could lay the ball off, and then they got the ball either wide or back through to Lucky, and that's when they were dangerous. So that's what they need to do, play between the lines, play on their feet, provide that support, get the ball wide, and let especially someone like Restrepo do his thing.
No changes as we get ready to kick off the second half of this fourth round matchup. Cosmos and NYCFC trying to claim a spot in the final 16. Draw for that group will be tomorrow morning, with the matches to be played June 30th and July 1st. Ed Cohen, Shep Messing, and Mike Petke with you here on One World Sports. Cosmos in a rare spot at home and trailing. Throw it into the area, cleared by Mix Discarud. Mendez able to track it down. They'll work it back here to Hunter Gorski. Packed house here at James Stewart Stadium. Last year when the Cosmos hosted the Red Bulls, that was the first matchup between two professional New York soccer clubs in over 80 years, and now we get it back-to-back years, and we get a foul here. Bellucci with the knockdown. Referee Matt Kreitzer comes into the vicinity. Man down, Danny Zatella.
Well, there's the collision. It's actually R.J. Allen. He cleans out Hunter Freeman.
Freeman serves. Restrepo had it poked away. Freeman with the left foot. Bending into the box, and out comes Johansson. '48th minute. And a 1-0 lead for NYCFC. Poku put it into the back of the net in the 24th. Nauer shanked that, luckily gets reinforcement from Freeman.
And again, we have the benefit of multiple replays that we looked at halftime. Nothing Jimmy Nauer, I believe, could have done differently on that goal. Jose was in position, Poku with his back to the goal, the edge of the 6-yard box. So that moment, what do you do with your goal scoring opportunities? That's been the difference in the game.
Cassano brings it down, nears the area, wide for Restrepo, balances in front, and the save on the 6'7" Johansson, and quickly works it along, intended for Poku. Mendez back there for the Cosmos.
Well, again, Mike, it's just, you know, that one little touch that pushed him out too wide. And that makes Restrepo have a high degree of difficulty to have any angle to whip that ball in.
No, it's true, and the angle that he had was along the goal line and a 6'7" goalkeeper.
Cassano with a header. And a nice feed into the box. And snared again by Johansson.
I know it's easier said than done, but I'd love to see a shot pinged low and see how the big 6'7" goalkeeper gets down on the ground. So far, really been easy just picking balls out of the air.
Cassano. Raul. Restrepo brings it down. Restrepo nears the box. His cross blocked by Allen. Freeman gets in there. That's wide, and it's a corner kick deflected out by Allen.
But again, it's the little things. If you have a little bit better vision, you allow Hunter Freeman to make that overlapping run and then push it out to him. As it is, you end up with a corner kick, but could have done better.
Absolutely. You know, the one thing for fullbacks overlapping, there has to come a point that they realize they're not going to get around. And that was the point, but it did work out. They got a corner kick out of it.
7 for the Cosmos tonight. And another, an in-swinger for Iose. Up goes Johansson, climbs the ladder to bring it down.
Well, again, it's great to have 7 corner kicks, but you float a ball like that in the air with this goalkeeper, really not hoping for much.
Could have gone either way. The foul here on Alvarez. Back out for Gorski. Lead for Freeman. Freeman squares it. Far side. Guenzani. Contact. Going up against Jabrowski.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Guenzani, 2 hands to the back. You're always going to get called for that. But overall, Cosmos doing a better job using the width of the field.
Absolutely. I think that was a good lead-up play, a good cross, an inviting cross. Bobrovsky did a very good job of setting himself, getting a good position, and dealing with that.
So the chances building right now for the New York Cosmos. But a rare chance in this game for NYCFC, leading to a goal in the 24th, courtesy of Poku. That's where we stand, 1-0, New York City Football Club. Raul feels Restrepo, tries to lead him. Ball gets away from Allen. Nice recovery. Takedown by Allen. Raul tried for the quick restart, and he's called back by Matt Kreitzer.
Uncharacteristic by Raul, pushed that pass a little bit too far. Fortuitous that they got the call and now the set piece, but Cosmos look like they're back playing at a better tempo. Here's that initial pass out wide. Restrepo does a good job trying to fight to get inside. There's the late trip. They get the benefit of the down on that call.
So it's Ioze to the ball. Launches, has a man up there, Restrepo, and brought down by Johansson. Ioze trying to lead Lucky. Bobrovsky up in the air. Facey. Allen now. Approaching 53 minutes in. Raul. The back by Bellucci. Shea Facey. Jacobson lets it go. Poku. Athletic, just 21 years old. Love the ceiling. Ioze. Bobrovsky almost came up with a cleat. Bellucci for Poku. Bellucci. NYCFC builds their shape. Throw in here for the visitors. Seiko is proud to be the official timekeeper of the New York Cosmos.
Now that's the two opposing groups of terrific supporters. They really do have that. The New York Cosmos have always had that. NYCFC does.
Sorry to say this, Shep. I only have love for the South Ward. I have to throw it out there. I'm sorry. Although it's very good support.
That's fair. That's
very good
fair
support.
from you,
I only have love for the South Ward.
I actually love them too. Right now, I'd love to see a shot on goal, and that's what the Cosmos have to manufacture. It's a different NYCFC team since they got the goal.
That was from Poku in the 24th. Right now it's Mullins. Threads it through. Bellucci.
I tell you, you could see the imprint that Jason Price has in his team. Going back to the RSL days, they're defensively trying to lock teams into one side. Robin Frazier was my assistant coach, but He did this with Jason Christ at Salt Lake. He came up with this. One of the things he brought over to the Red Bulls that first year in 2013. The quicker that the Cosmos can get out of that pressure and switch the field, the more success they're going to have, because they leave that opposite side of the field very open sometimes. Not all the time, but all intentionally, because they feel they're going to win the ball and pin it in on that side. And the more that the Cosmos switch that point of attack and get forward, that's when they're going to have the more success.
Given up by Freeman to Allen. R.J. Allen, Mendez, mix. And now Mendez again. Adam Moffitt leads it forward. Makes Diskerud set up Poku's shot. And went in by Maurer. Mullins leads Poku. He shoots and scores. Cosmos were waiting for the flag to go up. It never did. And Poku in his second. And NYCFC 2-0 lead.
I'll tell you, Chef, I have to see this replay. It seemed offside from his angle, but we're going to see in a second.
Well, you talk about what could potentially be a killer goal. I think you're right, Mike. I mean,
well, right there he's receiving it. When he,
yeah, but I thought the original play, I thought he was onside. Seeing the replay, it's very hard to tell, obviously.
Yeah.
But right there, I think he was offside, but the assistant referee, to his credit, was in the right spot.
Yep.
Never hesitated. The flag never went up. And you talk about potentially a killer goal. That might be it. You could always fight back, but to dig yourself out of a second goal in a game like this, boy, you really have to step up your game now if you're the Cosmos.
We've talked so much about NYCFC and the lack of consistent chances, so wouldn't you know it, they get two great ones. Same result. It's Poku, the native of Ghana, now with two.
That's very, very close.
Yeah.
Remember, if any part of his body that's legal to score a goal, including just your head, no chance at all for Jimmy Maurer on it.
well, we know these sideline officials are great and they can keep up with the play, so we have to trust them.
Well, I think that's a stretch.
Sorry, I threw it in there.
Spoken like a true defender and a true goalie.
Now this creates a huge dilemma for the Cosmos over the next 30 minutes. I mean, game planning now has to come into effect. Gio has to make some changes, both tactically and perhaps getting other players in the field.
But again, it's so hard to chase a game now, and Giovanni Savarese obviously knows his team, but do you throw a Matt Stokelin in, who's better in the air, if you're going to keep just launching balls into the area against the 6'7" goalkeeper? Again, you know, Mike, the goal is just get the next goal.
Yep. And, you know, talk about the amount of corner kicks they've had so far, wide free kicks. Perhaps that is the move going in. If they're going to more of an aerial battle, trying to nip one off of set piece.
Free kick for Iose. Jacobson picked up a yellow. Here it comes, just beyond the head of Kasana, and he knew it. A bending kick from Iose, almost set it up.
That's an excellent ball that Iose rips in there. Again, the benefit of replay, Gonzatti didn't get called for clearing out a little space with his arms. And that ball just over a lunging Lucky and a Danny Zatella trying to get a piece at the far post.
Here's the summary. 2 from Poku in the 24th and then the 57th. Scored his first goal in MLS play over the weekend against Montreal, along with 3 assists.
And the book on Poku, Mike, so far this year has been tremendous skill, but really a 20-minute player, not a 90-minute player. He looks pretty good tonight.
Absolutely. You can see he looks like he's getting a little bit fatigued, though. But he's shown some very well tonight.
Offside this time on NYCFC. Fourth round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, the East River Derby, and a Gotham Revival Part 2. Cosmos were up at this point last year. Right now, NYCFC with a strong group of supporters, leading this one 2-0, taking advantage of limited chances, but big ones for Poku. Leo Fernandez is up and set to check in for Sebastian Guenzati for the Cosmos.
Mike, another player on the sideline you're very familiar with, number 17 for NYCFC, about to check in.
Yep, Chris Wingert actually was the ball boy when I played in high school, and what a career and what a player he's turned out to be. It's great to have him home. I know his family's excited. It's a St. John the Baptist product and St. John's University product.
Well, I'll give you our age disparity. I played against his father as a goalkeeper, Norm Wingert.
Sure it wasn't his grandfather?
Terrific family, terrific goalkeeper. And Chris Wingert has had a very, very good career.
Very good career, and he's still going strong. Very glad to see that.
Prior to this, 8 years with Real Salt Lake. He won it all in 2009. And they drafted him in the 10th round of this expansion draft. Guenzati out, Fernandez in for the Cosmos.
I'm going to take a guess here, and I think it's a very smart move that Wingert's going to go in for R.J. Allen. That's what I'm guessing. I could be wrong. They're up 2-0. He has so much experience. Looking to bring him on and bring him in and lock it up. Let's see who he comes on for.
But he hasn't really played. Obviously,
wrong.
That's his normal position.
Yeah.
He's an outside back. This year, he's been forced to play as a central defender. Either way, bringing him into the game now is definitely good for NYCFC.
Here comes Freeman with the corner. Far side. Almost got through to Fernandez. Chipped by Moffitt. Blocked. Zatella. And now chipped out by Facey. Fernandez into the action right away, coming off the bench. This will be a throw in deep for the Cosmos. Two hungry groups of supporters from New York. 28 miles separate NYCFC and Yankee Stadium. The Cosmos here at Stewart Stadium. And now Wingert set to come in. And it will not be for Allen, Mike. It will be for Jason Hernandez.
No, I think that's a good switch as well. I mean, Hernandez logged some minutes. He might be a little tired. They have a big game coming up. So it looks like to get Wingert a little bit of minutes too as a practice.
Babylon zone comes in. Freeman's throwing, headed out. Freeman. In front, kicked in. Cosmos score. They went low against the big goalie. And the Cosmos score. It's Leo Fernandez. Brand new game here at Stewart Stadium.
Mike, we've been talking about the quality of the service. Look at that ball by Hunter Freeman. Absolutely whips it in. A beautiful, dangerous ball. Not sure whether Lucky Kasana got a flick on it. How about that for a goal?
I mean, this is a momentum shifter right here. Whether Lucky got a touch or not, he did enough to get in the way of the defender, and what an opportunistic goal that was, and that puts him right back into it.
Cosmos goal, scored by number 22, Leo Fernandez.
Rev up the engine, it's a reserve. Leo Fernandez, an assist to Lucky Kasana. He got a piece in a one-goal contest here in the U.S. Open Cup.
You talk about a substitution. I think that was his first touch of the game. Leo Fernandez came in with Wingert, and that's the service Hunter Freeman provided. Whipped a beautiful ball in, low, bending with velocity.
Here's Moffitt after taking away from Poku. He's knocked down. They'll let it play on. Let's go back to the goal again from Fernandez.
Well, how do you create and exploit space? Look at that ball in. Perfect. It was Winger marking Lucky Casana, but Leo Fernandez, you're just into the game moments before, but he was switched on. Buried that with the right foot.
Read the play. He's hungry. He wants to prove that he should be a starter, perhaps, and that's all it takes is that motivation. Did a great job getting in front and burying that.
67th minute. The Cosmos now halfway there. After giving up the second goal to Poku in the 57th, they answer 8 minutes later. See how they turn that momentum. Restrepo trying to get around Bellucci. Restrepo, top of the area, is knocked away from Raul. Iose. Fernandez, and was down. Corner kick here for the Cosmos as supporters on both sides starting to be heard. Freeman lets it fly and taken down by Johansson.
Well, again, unless you're trying for an Olympico and to bend it into the far post, upper 90 yourself, that's a piece of cake for the big goalkeeper.
Yeah, you have to give your front runners or the guys in the box an opportunity. And the service tonight has been a bit subpar, even though they scored the goal off one of the services, but it's got to be better.
Throw-in coming up for NYCFC. We're into the 69th minute. 2-1, New York City. And the Cosmos getting back within a goal, courtesy of Fernandez in the 65th. Walter Restrepo pleading with official Matt Kreitzer. Nice play, Hunter Freeman. Allen. And this will go back to the Cosmos. This summer, the England national cricket team takes on Australia in the iconic Ashes series. Watch this world-class cricket event live beginning July 8th. It's only on One World Sports. Iose, crafty, in the middle for Moffitt, back for Iose, a touch for Fernandez. Fernandez thwarted. Slide tackle by Facey. Up comes Mendez. Fernandez again, edge of the box, and a nice big tackle again, that time by Brofsky.
Brofsky 1v1 does a good job, but the Cosmos having their way, spraying it around, change the point of attack.
Restrepo, Casana. Goal kick, kick last by Lucky.
This is Mendez controlling the ball, flicking it forward, and then this is just a good defensive play.
It's an experienced tackle right there. All ball, good timing.
Hunter Freeman, you could see the urgency. Still 20 minutes to go. Cosmos down a goal. Been just over 5 minutes since the Fernandez goal. Guys, what have you seen from the additional response from the Cosmos in these minutes since?
Well, it's been the initial response afterwards has been great. You know, I mean, NYFC has been down in the end a little bit. I think that they took a bit of the wind of the sails out of them. So I think they need to continue to do what they've been doing, putting the pressure on, limit their opportunities like they have here.
Poku tried to center. Zatella step back. Jose springs it forward. Facey over the top. Poku had it at the edge of the area. Couldn't bring it down cleanly. Cosmos look to counter. Fernandez, long ball, lucky in pursuit. Was beaten there by Wingert and cleared by Facey.
Yeah, maybe I was wrong on the second goal, because for me, that assistant referee on that far side of the field, how was that not offside? I thought he was 5 yards in an offside position when the ball was played over the top.
I'm up here as well looking at this, and it seems that that was offsides as well. I don't know. I'm sure he's a nice guy, though, Chef.
I wouldn't want their job for anything.
We love you up here, guys.
There's no danger the two of us ever being referees.
NYCFC is poised to make a substitution. Kwame Watson-Sirabo is set to come in and will take the spot of R.J. Allen. So 2 moves made by Jason Christ to his back line. Allen joins Hernandez now on the bench. And Watson-Sirabo has come in, as has Wingert earlier.
Ed, you talk about this Cosmo team during their spring season. No shortage of examples in games where they came back to tie a game. The end of the game at stoppage time. So you've just got to keep this in front of you. If you're the Cosmos, keep pushing. They've found a way to score the late dramatic goals before.
Here's Mullins trying to use his speed, could not get around Gorski. Mentioned it, Shep, they scored 2 at Carolina. Get a big draw down there, and then May 30th, Raul in the 90th minute brought it down for the goal. Little things like that leading to a 10-match undefeated spring.
Well, already on the last play, you could see that the Cosmos have stepped it up a little bit. Carlos Mendez tracking his player well into the other midfield to try to put pressure on that ball. So they have that mentality. They need to make the most of their opportunities right now.
Alongside Shep Messing and Mike Petke, Ahmed Cohen. You're on One World Sports. 75th minute now. NYCFC leading the Cosmos 2-1. 4th round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Winner moves on to the final 16. A draw for those matchups tomorrow morning. Will be played over 2 days in June and July. Two goals from Poku for NYCFC. Fernandez brought the Cosmos back within 1 in the 65th, went low to beat Johansson in the corner. Restrepo through to Freeman. Freeman on the cross. Johansson out. He goes high again, and it's brought down by the big keeper for NYCFC.
Yeah, that's just horrible execution or a bad choice, because you're never going to beat Johansson with that floated ball. I'm sure Hunter Freeman would have preferred to have driven that with velocity. But that last substitution for NYCFC with R.J. Allen coming out, it's the first time Chris Wingert has slotted to his normal left back position. Watson-Sirabo.
So I was half right.
Johansson out. Tosano is closing in. The keeper's there first.
That's why Jason Price knows where the danger lies, and if he can push Wingert out to play left back, that's why he's done it.
Well, I've noticed the last couple of times the Streppos have the ball out wide. They have looked to bring Mehdi back as someone to double team. They realize the threat is there.
Jeb, you mentioned the Cosmos, cardiac Cosmos, as their supporters call them. 8 goals in the final 15 minutes of games this season, including in the NASL Friendly and U.S. Open Cup.
Well, that's a function of having mature players who know you don't quit on a game. So they have enough experienced, good players who...
Moffitt crosses, looking for a Streppo. Wingert got in there. Now the Cosmos trying to hurry this corner.
I tell you, the one thing I'm looking, the last 2 crosses, the one from Hunter, and now this one right here from Moffitt. Raul has been too deep. Right now, we need him in that box.
Raymond going far post. Fernandez couldn't get to it. Moffitt fires low, deflected wide. And another corner kick this time. Nope, Raul was trying to sell it. It's a goal kick. Big crowd on hand at Seward Stadium tonight for this 4th round U.S. Open Cup matchup. 11,446, the second highest in 2015. Cosmos drew over 12,000 for opening night against Tampa Bay in April in their home opener. Mullins taken down in the box. Freeman going down as well. The foul on NYCFC.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that. Mullins fighting, scrapping, but initiating all the contact. Definitely that call is going to go against him. First Mendez goes down now. Hunter Freeman with great position on the ball, and Mullins just fighting for scraps.
Hunter Freeman down, didn't make a play on the ball, so here comes Poku. Poku drop off, Mullins with the left foot, blasted wide. And Freeman began to lean over at his waist, and he's still down at midfield, guys. He simply could not keep up with the play.
Yeah, I think he got contact with Mehdi Bellucci. I'm not quite sure whether it's an arm or an elbow, but here it is. It's the elbow to the back of the head. Mehdi Bellucci clips Hunter Freeman.
'79th minute, 2-1 NYCFC. Cosmos on the move. It's Fernandez, who scored the Cosmos goal in the 65th. Freeman lets it fly in the middle, headed away. Satella back for Gorski. Restrepo didn't connect there with Fernandez. Poku taken down by Satella. Matt Kreitzer.
Tell you, the Cosmos must take care of the ball. They must. I mean, they have plenty of time now. They're only down by a goal. They seem to be forcing things into the wrong areas. Possess the ball. Get them side to side. Make them run. Look for your opportunities. They're playing like it's the last 3 minutes of the game. That will come.
You know that, right? There's a difference between sense of urgency, under control, and then panic.
Yep.
No need to panic.
The last thing they want is to make that mistake when they have plenty of time left and get a counterattack on them. So they need to balance this out right.
Now we're careful. And now lets it fly. Moffitt. Mix up for Poku. Back for Poku, the feed from Mullins. Poku's got 2 tonight. Carries into the box. Poku makes his move. Leaves it back for Mullins. He shoots, save Bauer. Alvarez follows. Wide of Bauer and out. Big chance for NYCFC. Bauer with his best save tonight.
Well, that's the counter that Mike Petke was just talking about. And there they go. Poku draws 3 players, plays it square. A nice save by Maurer. He got a good look at it, saw it all the way.
And it all started from Moffitt's giveaway. A simple chest to bring it down. Gets away from him a little bit. Bam, they're off to the races.
Well, you know, Mike, there are spots, positions on the field where you can't turn it over. You have your teammates moving upfield. That giveaway, Moffitt off the chest ball, and now you're racing back to defend.
Final third on the wings or up inside the box, you could take those opportunities, those chances, and if it gets away, you're not under pressure. Not in the middle of the field at midfield.
Watson-Cirabo blocked Restrepo's cross. Throw in here for Freeman. The Cosmos looking to move as we're in the 82nd minute. They're down a goal. Gorski, Kasana, out comes Johansson.
I thought Lucky Kasana had an arm wrapped around his neck. He's a good player in the air. Take a look at Lucky Kasana. Wow.
He was being pulled back as he got his head on it.
Yeah, that's the irony, Mike. I think if he goes down, maybe he gets the call, but he didn't embellish. He kept his balance. Maybe if he goes down, he gets the whistle.
You know, you never want to see a player sell something, but if you have an arm draped around your neck, perhaps you have the right to.
Fernandez was held. Winger chipped it along. Poku at such long strides. Leads it into the middle. Bellucci carries in. Bellucci save. Maurer comes all the way out. He was the aggressor. Touchdown by Poku. Goal kick for the Cosmos.
Yeah, that's the frustration of Mehdi Bellucci. Mullins has his arms in the air saying, what are you doing? All alone at 2v0 and Mehdi Bellucci. I mean, I know he's got skill.
I'll tell you, I played with Mehdi on 2 separate teams. I was the assistant coach in him in New York. So much talent. The one thing that we lacks is that final decision making. He always has. Very creative, although I think he's had a phenomenal year this year with where NYFC is. NYCFC, excuse me.
Take down Moffitt in the box, no call. Here in the 84th minute.
Now, Moffitt, usually not a guy to embellish things. It's hard to tell, because Moffitt was his swing of the leg.
No, he stood his ground.
Yep, that's a good non-call.
Roll. Fernandez. Ayoze leaves for Raul. Restrepo looking for Fernandez. Moffitt. Mix Discarud came back there. Gorski.
I'll tell you what, we used to call it blades up, but the guys are diving in for tackles now.
Ned Grabavoy waiting to come in for NYCFC for Poku. We're in the 85th. 2-1 NYCFC. Cosmos were down 2-0. Both goals from Poku. Fernandez in the 65th minute brought them back within 1. Kasana takes it from Winger, taken down by Winger. Yellow card.
Well, Stokelin set to come in. They need to get him in now before this set piece is taken. I believe they will.
And the other player you mentioned, a savvy substitution by Jason Price. You don't need Poku in the game anymore. He's done his job. You want Ned Grabavoy in there to try and close the game down.
Absolutely. And something that Ned Grabavoy is going to be doing now is settling it down. He's going to be keeping possession. He'll be that outlet to hold the ball. We'll get in those right situations and calm the ball down.
Well, we knew this man had talent. We heard about it. We've seen it. He's experienced it tonight. Tremendous athleticism, skill with the ball. That first goal with his back to the goal at the end, edge of the 6-yard box, and this one he just rips. All power, whether he was onside or offside, you play the whistle. He made the most of the opportunity.
Stokelin in for Raul. Grabavoy for Poku. Iose. Bender into traffic. Cleared out by NYCFC. We're in the 87th minute. Stokelin, tall frame, could be big against the tall goalie. Agap Tarishian waiting. We're coming for Danny Zatella next chance. Moffitt for the high step. Corner kick, and Hunter Freeman racing out to get this in swinger. Brings it. Out goes Fernandez, heads it above the crossbar. A big chance off the corner kick for the Cosmos.
Now, we talked about how many corner kicks they've had. So many bodies in the box. It's going to be so hard, Mike, to get an open look for a header. But if you're the Cosmos now, that's all you could do. Continue to pressure. Try and keep NYCFC pinned into their own end and try and create that goal through magic or a mistake.
'89th minute, 2-1 NYCFC. Cosmos on the doorstep have been unable to score the equalizer. And now it's Freeman. Gorski. Never got through to Kasana, headed out by Jacobson. Iose into the box. Left it off. Tarishian just came in. Iose turns, fires, up in the air, wide. Throw in for the Cosmos. They're moving quickly. Restrepo couldn't bring it down. And now worked along by Wingert. Sets up the throw in here in the 90th minute. Adam Moffitt. Moffitt gets it back. A chip. Fernandez leads Freeman. Into the middle, Casada shoots and scores! In the 90th minute, the Cardiac Cosmos have done it again! It's lucky, and we're tied!
You have got to be kidding me. Are you kidding me? Hunter Freeman absolutely rips that ball in. And you, Mike, have been talking about that man, Lucky Kasana, all game. What about that goal?
I'll tell you, he deserved that one. And the time it took him to control this and get that ball off his foot is world class, to be honest with you.
We talked about the emotion. This stadium, the sellout crowd going ballistic. And I credit Hunter Freeman. He had that moment. You're not going to float it. He absolutely ripped it in the same way he set up the first goal. And you talk about poetic justice for these supporters. This is what you want.
All matches included 9 goals in the final 15 minutes of matches this year for the New York Cosmos. 4 minutes of stoppage time right now. If it stays at this 2-2, it will go to 2 15-minute extra periods, and if it's still tied after that, then it goes to penalty kicks. But right now, in our 2nd minute of stoppage time, this 4th round, Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup match is tied at 2, and it's the 90th minute again that the Cosmos strike to even it up.
This game is about a lot of things, Chef. 2 of those things are momentum and opportunities. And the momentum has shifted so many times tonight, and both teams have taken some good opportunities.
I'll tell you what, I as a player, and you too, Mike, I always thought there was 3 mental zones to be in. Number 1, don't be the GOAT. Don't make a mistake that'll lose the game. Number 2, let me just do my job. Number 3, let me be a guy that makes a difference and takes my team to a victory. All those emotions are going on right now.
Stoppage time here at Seward Stadium after Lucky Kasana's goal in the 90th minute to even things up.
Your attention, please. Yellow card has been issued to 25.
Maurer goes long here, looking for Stokelin. Leads Kasana, brings it down to the box and was stopped in his tracks against the big body of Watson Cirabo.
He's been an absolute handful for NYCFC to try and mark.
His services has to be precise here. Has to be on the money.
It's Freeman. Headed out, Jacobson got there. Diskerud. Chirishian takes it back for the bigger Diskerud. Chirishian fouled. They don't call it. Fernandez. Moffitt serves it in and brought down by Johansson.
Let's take a look at this contact in the area. Wow. You know, 50-50.
Yeah.
I could see if he called it. I could see that he did.
It could go either way. In the last second of a game like this, I could understand why it wasn't called.
After a 5-minute break.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not what Giovanni Savarese is talking about, but hey, kudos to the Cosmos. Kudos to NYCFC. They came out, they played, they scored 2 goals. This is what the fans want. You've got high drama, and it's not over.
Like I said, momentum. The momentum has changed so much. It's been a very exciting game. It's going to be a heck of an overtime period.
Buckle up, gentlemen. 90 minutes plus. Not enough because of the native of Zimbabwe, Lucky Kasana, in the 90th minute. Ties it up at 2. More soccer on Long Island.
Moments like these put us at ease. Moments that capture our hearts.
Some of the most memorable moments on Earth aren't even happening on Earth. The Emirates A380. Hello, tomorrow.
There is a place in Queens where talent and technology make people well. A place of remarkable medicine and remarkable people, where service means treating you like family. From heart care to cancer care, from pediatrics and orthopedics to complicated surgery. Some of the world's finest medical talent is right in your own backyard. New York Hospital, Queens. Expertise you trust. Service you deserve.
One day, a rider made a decision. The decision to ride on and save money. He decided to save money by switching his motorcycle insurance to Geico. There's no shame in saving money. Ride on, ride proud. Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides.
I'm Luke Hedrick for One World Sports, and I'm ready to find out what is the deal with the flightless Arctic penguin.
You're gonna have to talk to the CIA about that one.
There's some backstory to it. I was never explained it.
It's classified.
It's classified. You can't give me anything.
I can't give you anything. Every time we play against the Rowdies, we bring that out.
And so I just see a penguin, and I'm like, we're not in Pittsburgh.
Last year, when Tampa was in town, there were some fans locally. They had brought a penguin suit, and the head had got misplaced.
Penguin is the Tampa Bay Rowdies mascot.
Maybe some of the 5 Point fans have that head somewhere.
Listen, you bring a mascot, you know, they did last year. We take the penguin, we take possession of them, you know.
They bring the penguins now whenever Tampa's in town.
It's just a little fun that we have.
And sort of a thank you very much for coming by.
And it's just a symbol as to how we own them, because that's always the case.
90 minutes was not enough, and supporters of both these sides await 2 extra periods. Here's how it works. Extra time, 2 15-minute periods, no golden goal. If it remains tied after the next 30, penalty kicks will determine the winner. Here's how he got here. And it was Poku with the first tally for NYCFC. This is the 24th minute.
Well, terrific individual play, athleticism, back to the goal, edge of the 6-yard box. He puts it away, and NYCFC wasn't done.
Well, yeah, this was a questionable offside, but he showed the power in the first goal, and this is the finesse right here. It's a great placement.
We talked about the Cosmos. Hunter Freeman finally whips the ball in low with velocity, and Leo Fernandez, that was his first touch of the game. The Cosmos never quit. Guess who? Hunter Freeman, he does it again.
And what do you say on this goal? Extra time towards the end. Rookie comes up with a phenomenal receiving and a phenomenal finish. Go send this game into extra time.
Throwing proverbial punches, if you will. Lucky on target, and now we go to extra time, and we were talking about this during the break. Raul out for the Cosmos, and for NYCFC, Poku, he was replaced by Grabavoy very late. The hope was you prevent that tying goal, but now you're without Poku, who scored twice here tonight.
No, absolutely, but I'll tell you what Ned Grabavoy provides. Like I said, he provides a calmness, his ability on the ball to calm things down, to transition from defense to offense. They'll be looking through him. He's a very dangerous player, and he also could get on the end of the score sheet at the end of the day. He has goals.
I talked about it before, Mike, the mindset, the mentality, the zones a player goes through. You're in overtime now. Nobody wants to make a mistake and lose the game. Everybody wants to do their job. And then who on this field right now, you know, is going to make the play that can make a difference and win it? Or do we go to PKs? I mean, a lot of mental stuff going on now.
Thrilling round of 32 across the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. We saw it go to PKs last night in Philly. Union upend the Rochester Rhinos. So extra time and a wacky one between Seattle and Portland. And now we go to the first of 2 15-minute extra periods here between these 2 New York teams. Throw-in coming up for the Cosmos. Restrepo brought it down. It's cleared out by Bromsky. Hunter Gorski, long ball, Stokeland in pursuit. Stokeland a reserve for the Cosmos. In for Casana, brings it down, gets free, and shoots it off the post. Rebound wide from Restrepo. Wow, rapid fire for the Cosmos.
Well, you talk about having an opportunity. Lucky Casana closed down by 3 players, still gets the shot off. What can you do? Pings it off the far post. A follow-up shot sails over.
You talk about opportunities, Shep. That was a golden opportunity early on into the first overtime period. Lucky did his job. That rebound for sure should have been put away.
Take a breath. We have a long way to go. Just 2 minutes into this first extra period.
You know, I am looking down on the bench or behind the goal. I'm wondering if David Villa is up. He's listed as a sub. I'm wondering if he's up and warming up. I don't see him, if he's going to be introduced into this game.
Here comes Freeman. Almost kicked in. Casana was held up in the box and couldn't get his foot on it. Moffitt lets it fly. Knocked down. And out comes NYCFC. It's cleared out by Wingert. Cosmos right now holding all the cards after that thrilling finish in the 90th minute.
Well, it's no question they're in attack mode. And when that happens, as you know, Mike, you got to be wary of the counter. And as for David Villa, not a bad option to bring him off the bench in a game like this. I'm not quite sure that Jason Christ would do it, though.
Many came to see 2 number 7s. They got to see Raul here tonight. Cosmos subbed him out. No sign of the other number 7.
Or looking ahead, Mike, if you're Jason Christ, you put him in a minute before penalty kicks because no threat of an injury.
That could be the move right there.
Let him warm up and put David Villa in as one of your 5. That's getting ahead of ourselves, but
yeah,
that's not a bad option as well.
Well, I'll tell you, Chef, to go back to the point you made a second ago about being wary of the counterattack, if you look at a number of the crosses from the Cosmos tonight, they've committed so many people forward, they're leaving a void right behind for the knockdowns. For them to finish that back off or to be susceptible to counterattack. They need to start realizing there has to be balance there. Can't be 4 guys up on the line looking for the cross. There needs to be 1 stepping off a little to clean up the mess and avoid the counterattack.
Yeah, and that's balance,
yeah.
Positionally and responsibility.
Gio Savarese looking on as his Cosmos tied up here with NYCFC at 2. Discarud, Alvarez leads Mullins, top of the area, shoots just wide. What a chance from Patrick Mullins, natural-born goal scorer out of the University of Maryland.
Well, it started when Ioze lost the 1v1 battle and gave the ball away, and that's the counter in the vacated space you were talking about. Nice little effort with the left foot, didn't get enough bend.
Here's Restrepo, ducks into the box, had it poked away. Lucky on a giveaway, shoot, save made by Johansson, outstretched to his right. And Lucky Casana is making his mark on this match and some.
Cosmos are doing a very good job at now putting the pressure in their end.
And what a game. What opportunities. How many looks do you get like that? Lucky Kasana has created. He's been the beneficiary of good balls served in.
Off a giveaway, NYCFC on the move. Up top, Mullins. Trying to get around his man Mendez. Ioze down. Get right back up. Tried to rush the corner before Ioze was up. Bellucci lets it fly. Down to the box. Freeman. Whistle. Bauer can't believe it.
Let's see what we can find. Now, Hunter Freeman, 2 hands around his waist. Question was the contact before that instigated it. Wow. But again, I could see letting that go as well. The previous play at the end of the game where there was contact to the back of Churishian, you know, if you let that go, you can let this go. Wow.
I think this was a little bit more blatant and a little bit more in a goal scoring opportunity that he called it. But you talk about lucky not finishing those chances, this is what happens in the back.
Penalty kick, Pablo Alvarez moves in, off the crossbar, headed up by Churishian, and we stay tied at 2.
Oh, baby!
You said it. Alvarez again wants another crack at it, blocked out by Ioze, setting up a corner kick.
But I like it. A game like this, I don't want decided by anything less than something positive. Look at this.
I'm at a loss of words for a second.
Yeah.
This first 8 minutes of overtime has been phenomenal. Phenomenal for soccer, phenomenal in this country, and the U.S. Open Cup.
Alvarez, low liner, Ioze, right back to him. Churishian. Goal kick off of Alvarez. And the 99th minute, what a contest. The first ever between these two. It was dubbed the East River Derby. A game that feels like it has no end.
Yeah, and that's the only thing I will disagree with forever, Mike. There's nothing more dramatic than a golden goal. Why 2 15-minute periods? We've had 8 chances for somebody to win this game.
Yep.
If they did, end the game. That's the drama.
Here's Restrepo, edge of the area. Tried to cross, it was blocked. Restrepo again. Freeman. This has been a spot all night. And a goal kick off of the Cosmos defender from Texas.
I'll tell you something. I love Hunter Freeman. I played with him. He's a friend of mine. What is their right back doing trying to mega player up by the box after Restrepo had the ball? Either get the ball back to him or get that cross in and try to get a corner kick. That's not your game, Hunter.
If it were in practice, that's a play where his teammates would laugh. You're trying to nutmeg, but he's brought his team back into the game, Hunter Freeman.
Absolutely.
Service.
So, has nothing to do with what he did before this. That play right there in overtime could have been a lot better. This is when all the moments count, every little moment, positive or negative.
How are you going to feel if you're Alvarez and you end up losing this game?
We've crossed 100 minutes. Tied at 2, 4th round U.S. Open Cup. Winner advances to the round of 16. Lucky Kasana, tying goal in the 90th minute for the Cosmos. Alongside Shep Messing and Mike Petke, Ahmed Cohen. Cosmos working their magic that they've displayed all year long. Down 2-0. Fernandez scored the 65th, then it was Lucky. And Poku scored the 2 goals for NYCFC, was taken out. Hunter Gorski. Liner deflected out, Charishian. Ioze now. That's blocked by Jacobson, hit the referee. Deflected off Matt Kreitzer. Fernandez sprays it out, Restrepo. Wingered out to take him 1v1. Restrepo dancing. Leaves it off for Moffett. And ships it too far. Stokeland retrieves to the Cosmos. Trying to connect with Charishian. Pass off target. Dangerous into the box, but cleared out. Fernandez. Taken back by Jacobson. Held by Stokeland. Discarud trying to spray it to Mullins. Too strong a pass.
I tell you, fatigue is certainly starting to set in. It's still been an exciting first 12 minutes of overtime, but you could tell touches are a little off. Little heavy legs out there. It's going to play a big factor coming up.
Kasana. Stokeland now, late with the pass. Could not work it through to Restrepo. Both teams have used their 3 subs. Grabavoy. Discaroo, that's wide. In the midst of our first 15-minute extra period. Alvarez keeps it in. Ioze. Jacobson gets around Moffett. Andrew Jacobson on the move. Drop off here. Mullins. Fernandez heads it out. Mullins gives it up to Restrepo. He's tripped, and now with the advantage, Cosmos will have a chance to move it forward. Here's Alvarez. Almost connected with Mix. Maurer there. Near the completion of this first extra period, followed by a second 15. And if it's still tied, it's on to PKs.
You talked about it, Mike. The fatigue, it's not just physical, it's mental, and that's when you make a mistake.
Yeah, I think the Cosmos right here need to ride out this last 10 seconds. There shouldn't be much extra time added on to this 15 minutes. Keep possession of this ball. There we go. Get your legs back.
As if the first 90 wasn't good enough. What a start to this extra time, including a missed penalty kick off the crossbar from Alvarez, and that's why we stayed tied at 2. Look back to the first half of extra time, guys.
Well, Matt Stokeland plays that ball in, and Lucky Casana, that's the miss. That's the one you're talking about, Mike. That needed to be buried.
Absolutely, great turn by Lucky. And again, we see Lucky here in an opportunist spot. He could have possibly done better than that, but he got the shot on frame.
Well, this controversy, it would have been more controversial if NYCFC had done better here. But Alvarez, you got to be kidding me. That's how his teammates, his bench feel. They can't believe it. And that's why it's still up for grabs, this game.
We could look back at so many moments in this match. Remember, Jimmy Maurer had to make one huge stop when it was 2-1. And then it leads to Casana's goal in the 90th minute. Miss PK, the ball off the post. And we continue to press on, tied at 2. Gio Savarese with his group. Jason Christ leading NYCFC. What's the message down there with both teams right now, you think?
Well, feel out this first couple minutes. You never want to make a mistake. There's only 15 minutes left. So if you decide to push forward, you have to be balanced. We talk about balance all the time. You have to be balanced. So it's a team right now who's going to outlast the other team, not only physically, but mentally in this 15 minutes. Could nab a goal.
And that's why the coaches right now on either side of the bench, they're not talking or thinking about penalty kicks. They're thinking and talking just what you said, Mike. Look, do we want to get a game winner? Absolutely. But we don't want to give up a goal to lose the game. So keep your balance, be sharp, be aggressive. Again, that balance between, they're not going to sit back and defend. Don't make a mistake, but you got to balance it.
I mean, positional plays need to do what they're there for. The 4 defenders need to defend. Whether it's Moffitt, perhaps Moffitt sitting and protecting that back 4. The rest of the guys balancing going forward and putting pressure on them. But it can't be Moffitt up there ahead of them. It can't be the outside guys way up flying ahead of everybody. They're going to be countered.
Mike, as we get ready to start this second extra period, 15 minutes on the clock. As a coach, you're not in this spot to go through a PK round just yet. Do you have an approach here at this juncture?
To not go to PKs? Listen, like I said, you can talk about tactics all you want, and I'm sure there was a lot of tactical in there, but in reality, it goes out the window. They just played, 115 minutes. Here we go.
#106th minute. We stay tied at 2. Near misses for both teams in the first extra period. Sprayed into the box. Maurer handled, so short hop.
The 2 guys on the field, and I can tell you from experience because I've been in this situation, the 2 guys who really don't want to think, although they're tempted to, are the goalkeepers. They don't want to take a second to be thinking about PKs right now, and it's human nature. They've thought about it. They just have to stay focused on the game.
Watson Cirabo all the way back. Discarud.
Arnold let it bounce.
Mullins beat Mendez there. Maurer out. Casana leaves for Trishian. Now wide Restrepo. Restrepo on a cross on the ground. Didn't get through. It's cleared out. Last line of defense there. Brofsky. Fernandez. Tried to connect with Lucky. Too much.
Chef, I think you said it before early in the game, mentally at this stage, everybody wants to be the hero, whether it's a center back scoring a set piece, but more than that, nobody wants to be the GOAT. That's when it comes in the mental part of it. How much do you push forward? How much are you communicating to get guys back?
And those are the moments where great players perform.
Carlos Mendez knocks that one off Discarud.
Who on the field right now can seize that moment, make something happen, and get the game winner?
Approaching 108 minutes gone by. Tied at 2. Straight out to Bellucci. Leaves off Wingert. Eddie Bellucci. Casey. Nice lead, Alvarez. Kept it in. Fernandez tackles. And a throw in here for NYCFC.
Well, the ebb and flow we talk about right now, it's Cosmos sitting back defending, and the flow of play, NYCFC pushing.
Give and go into the middle of the box, cleared by Gorski. Fernandez. Long ball, trying to find Kassan on the run at the back. The NYCFC midfielder now cleared back by Johansson.
See right here, Lucky stepping up like that. There's no reason for that. Wasted energy. Disconnected from the rest of the team.
And Stokeland in a fight there with Watson Cirabo, and a foul on Watson Cirabo. And Stokeland came in for Raul the final 10 minutes. Freeman. Nobody home. Chirishian tracks it down for the Cosmos. Taken off the ball and cleared. Mullins in a race against Mendez. Carlos Mendez, veteran move, guides it out along with Mullins, throwing for the Cosmos. Fourth round Lamar Hunt US Open Cup. A brilliant display by both of these squads in the East River Derby. NYCFC led 2-0. Cosmos came back to tie. Lucky Cassano with the equalizer in the 90th minute. And then the missed chances in the first extra period. Cassano off the post. Alvarez on a PK off the crossbar. Played out wide to Freeman. He's got Restrepo with him. Freeman, that's blocked by Bellucci. And now Freeman back in pursuit. Knocked down by Bellucci, Moffitt, Ioze, Freeman out wide. Lets it fly, a bender that's bounced around. Jacobson there, shielding Chirishian. Given up to Fernandez. Makes his move, he's tripped. And a foul, setting up a free kick coming up for the Cosmos.
As he take a look at Adam Moffitt on the ground, I don't know if he pulled something but they have no subs left, the Cosmos, I don't believe. You could tell he's very much in pain. Looked like he perhaps tweaked something.
Yeah, this is a war of attrition. That's the ball that Chirishian kept alive. The foul on Leo Fernandez. It does look like just a cramp for Adam Moffitt, so he's trying to stretch and walk it off. This is what you want, though, Mike. On either end of the field, that one set piece dead ball situation where you could hopefully capitalize, because otherwise it's going to be very hard to craft a goal out of the run of play. And you get a penalty kick call going the other way in similar fashion.
Freeman goes to Casana, the touch, looking for Restrepo. Creativity on that free kick, but they can't cash in.
Well, again, we spoke about it, Mike, before. I'm not a big fan of creativity at this moment. Put it in a dangerous situation and try and make a play on goal.
I for the life of me, cannot understand how that just happened. Dump the ball in the box or take a shot directly off.
And now in the 114th, we stay tied at 2. Iose, let it go. Here's Facey. Watson Cirabo. Winger. Mullins.
Moffitt, look at this. Moffitt injured.
Behind the play, saved by Mauer. Rebound, save made, or knocked down, in fact, in the box by Fernandez. Open lane with Moffitt hobbling.
I'll tell you, this is where it comes down to. I mean, they recognize it, spins off of Moffitt, and look, Moffitt is completely limping. They're going to take advantage. Gio Knight needs to do something about this, whether we put him up front so he's less of a liability.
That's what you do. That's the only option. You put him up as a striker. At least he could drag or keep a defender with him because he can't run. And what a save by Jimmy Mauer. You talk about keeping your team in the game. You've got to make that big save. Mauer just did it again.
And ball on Wingard. Cosmo's looking to move. Yellow card issued. Grabavoy got in there to slow down Freeman.
There needs to be an adjustment made here. What that is, like you said, perhaps put him up front.
It's the only option, right?
Or perhaps
can't run.
Tuck the outside guys in a little narrower to cover a little more.
Freeman up in the air, rising up on the back, and they call the foul there, Stokeland.
Well, we've seen this call before. A good ball to the back post. That is always going to go against Matt Stokeland.
Moffitt able to hang in the play, and now stepping up. Winger took it back. Restrepo now. 116th minute. Restrepo, and no one's there. And nudged along by Brovsky.
Maybe we were wrong about Moffitt. He's making 80-yard runs.
Second win for the native of Scotland.
That's the Ali Robodope.
Iose from behind, they call him for the yellow.
Yeah, this is how real rivalries develop, though. I mean, NYCFC, New York Cosmos, this game means something. You can see the tempers flaring. Experienced guys like Grabavoy and Hunter Freeman going at it.
117th minute.
Not taking into account stoppage time. A little over 3 minutes remain in this extra period. And we stay tied at 2. Cosmos and NYCFC in the 4th round of the U.S. Open Cup. Casana, he tied it in the 90th. Watson Cirabo, Bellucci, and Freeman called for the foul. Yellows abound. This one on Hunter Freeman.
You know what, Shep? I mean, this, I hate to say it, this ref is wanting to become more like a part of this game. And that is the sign of a referee who's not doing his job. The less they know about him, the better a game he is. He just wants to throw cards out now. That was a typical one player bumping into the other, and it's how many minutes into it? Obviously, there's something on the line here. He needs to put himself in their situation.
Put the cards, keep it in your pocket, stay out of the game, let the players decide it. I think in that case, but again, in that case, he did it not for the foul, but for Hunter kicking the ball away. Give me a break. Yeah. Nobody came to watch the referee. Nobody paid the money to see him tonight. Disappear and let the guys sort it out.
Referee Matt Kreitzer has many playing under caution now.
Well, now again, he's nonsense. Yep. That's nonsense.
"119th minute. Fernandez. Moffitt. Ioze out wide. Restrepo balances, and that one is steered away, sends Freeman back. Time ticking on the second extra period. In for Casana. Moffitt with a strike wide. Looked like he could barely run earlier, and all of a sudden he's back in the heat of the action. And as time begins to wind down here in the second extra period, Johansson. Mullins, that gets through. Gorski there, and now Maurer is as well. And we start to put the onus on Maurer and Johansson, the two keepers, as we're poised for penalty kicks.
Well, again, you know, for me, all the pressure's on the shooters. So Maurer and Johansson, it's going to go to penalty kicks. But you talk about a game that really deserves to end up here. We've just seen one.
I'll tell you something, Shep. I've been asked so much. I've been with the Red Bulls and Metro Stars pretty much most of my life, and they ask, why are you announced for the Cosmos? Doesn't matter if it's the Cosmos, doesn't matter if it's NYCFC or my son's team or a high school team. It's about the sport. It's about growing the sport in this country, and this game right here is phenomenal evidence that this sport is growing.
And Mike, you're preaching to the choir, because I've done the same in this marketplace. Played for the Cosmos, have been broadcasting 14 years for the Metro Stars, Red Bulls. You know, for me and for you, it's about soccer in the country, in the USA, and soccer in the New York market, and we've just seen a great game tonight.
Great game.
We would not be in this position if not for Lucky Casana's goal in the 90th minute. I mentioned the Maurer save leading up to it to keep it 2-1. Poku was taken out in the closing minutes in place of Grabavoy, and as it turns out, they allowed the equalizer. Just an amazing contest, to say the least. Fourth round of the U.S. Open Cup. Cosmos, the last remaining team out of the NASL. And let's go back to how it all started. This was in the 24th minute. And Poku, guys, a brilliant goal right here to make it 1-0 NYCFC.
Well, we always say, what do you do with your goal-scoring opportunities? Poku did a great job with that. He did a great job again. Looked to be offside, but you got to keep playing. Now it's 2-0 before the Cosmos start to come back.
And we talked about the crossing all game has been subpar. This one, driven in low, a good deflection, and a very opportunistic goal.
Yeah, Leo Fernandez, that was his first touch of the game. It was Hunter Freeman who drove the ball through. He does it again. Look at Lucky Casana in the dying moments of the game. He's the one that sent it to extra time, and that started wild.
Here we go. It's the same, almost the same type of move as the goal, with his quick feet controlling it and shooting it, but the rebound has to be better.
And Lucky Casana with another opportunity. Johansson made the save, and now, how about drama? Penalty kick call in overtime. Are you kidding me?
The more I look at it, it was a penalty, but perhaps that the way this game is going, it should have been missed. We could have the thrill of the shootout now.
Alvarez is going to have a nightmare about that. The goal-scoring opportunities weren't over. Grabavoy. Jimmy Merrill makes the big save.
second consecutive year, a Gotham Derby, this an East River Derby. The oldest soccer competition in the United States going to a shootout.
Yeah, the added drama, Mike, because usually there's a book players, goalkeepers have on other players in the league. These two different leagues, MLS, NASL, so not quite sure that the coaching staff with Jimmy Mauer has the book on NYCFC and vice versa.
Well, I'll tell you the thing, nowadays with the video technology that all these teams have, before every game, my goalie, Luis Robles, when I was at the Red Bulls, he would watch probably about 15 or 20 of the previews, even going back a year or two ago, if the play was still on the team. And it would go on for, 15 minutes for the game. He'd be watching it.
Well, good. Preparation, drama, and again, Ed, to your point, the eyes on the goalkeepers, but the pressure really on the shooters.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a spot that either you thrive in or you're crumbling.
That's why you usually put your best first and fifth. We're seeing Chris Wingert step up first for NYCFC.
Five shooters to each side. And the veteran winger moves in and scores.
Very smooth.
Mads Stokeland, the first shooter here for the Cosmos against Eric Johansson. Stokeland, a late sub for Raul. Moves in and scores.
Yeah, that's a rip. I mean, he hit it with velocity. He hit side netting. Two schools of thought. Do you wait to try and see which way the keeper's moving and put it the other way? Or do you just step up and rip it? The only thing that counts is if it's in the back of the net.
Well, with a 7'4" goalkeeper and his reach, I think you have to put some pace on this ball against Johansson.
Grabavoy, number 2 shooter for NYCFC against Jimmy Mauer. Save made by Mauer. He guessed correctly.
That's big time. It's huge. And I know as a goalkeeper, lots of different things. You can analyze the angle of the run, the inside of the knee, lefty, righty, across your body, not across your body. He guessed right, parried it out with both hands. But it's also waist high, which is very nice for a goalkeeper.
Hunter Freeman now. Save made. Johansson follows the Mauer example, and it's tied at 1 after 2 rounds.
Well, you talk about agony and ecstasy.
Native of Morocco, Mehdi Bellucci. Scores for NYCFC.
Well, Mehdi Bellucci, I mean, he's got the skill and confidence that he could coolly step up to the ball, wait to see which way Mauer's going, and then slot it the other way.
That's the one thing about Mehdi. He's cool under pressure, like you just said. He doesn't get phased by these moments. And then Grabavoy before him is someone I thought of so as well. Didn't work out for him.
Leo Fernandez trying to tie it. Overshoots the net. So after 3 rounds, 2-1, NYCFC.
Heartbroken, young Brazilian-born, Long Island bred and raised, Leo Fernandez on loan from the Philadelphia Union. And his teammates trying to console him.
Won't mix this right now. One of the big name players they brought in.
Off a recent call-up to the U.S. men's national team. Diskerud strikes for NYCFC. They're up 3-1. And the Cosmos now need to score to stay alive and go to a 5th round of shooters.
Well, he's got skill, he's got ability, Nick Diskerud.
If there's one player who deserves to put a penalty kick away, it's definitely Lucky. He's had a very good game. A bit unfortunate in some moments.
To keep it alive, Lucky strikes again. And it goes to a 5th round of shooters. NYCFC up on the Cosmos 3-2.
Well, we talked about the size of the goalkeeper, Johansson, and he guessed right, Johansson, but couldn't get that big frame down quickly enough. The ball slips under him for the goal.
Low and hard. Lucky hit it.
If he scores here, Mullins and NYCFC wins. Mullins denied by Maurer.
I can't believe this game. Ed, Mike, this game is unbelievable. Are you kidding me? Jimmy Maurer. That one low and hard. He got down both hands. And now, I mean, you talk about drama. Look who's limping up to take the next penalty kick.
The native of Scotland to send this to a 6th round. Adam Moffat moves in. Moffat scores. What a contest. And it's not over yet.
That's some experience right there, Shep. Many years of experience. For him to step up after the long game he's had at his age, cramping up, feeling it, and to put that ball where he just put it with the pace he did. That's a guy who thrives under pressure, and he's a gamer.
Shea Facey, the youngster from Manchester, United Kingdom. Saved by Bauer. Another one. And the Cosmos can win it with this next kick.
Jimmy Maurer. I talked about the 3 mindsets. Hey, he can't be the GOAT. Right now, he's looking like a hero. And now all the pressure on this man, Hunter Gorski.
Cosmos win. Hunter Gorski in a shootout. In a game we won't soon forget, and no one's going to forget in New York, the East River Derby to the New York Cosmos. Guys, it looked like the Cosmos were down and out in regulation at times in the first extra period, and even in penalty kicks. Maurer made some brilliant stops. Moffat keeps it alive. Gorski wins it. What a match.
Well, we love the sport, Mike, and you look for the real drama, and we had it tonight. Hunter Gorski, Johansson, he made the saves in the end. it comes down to Hunter Gorski, Hunter Freeman with his head down, the misses, Leo Fernandez, Jimmy Maurer. Just when it's all over, he keeps them in the game, and this is the sheer beauty, emotion, drama of the sport. It was a great game.
It's a soap opera, Shep. That's why we love this sport. It's a soap opera constantly.
I give NYCFC tremendous credit, and I didn't before, I never have, but they played their hearts out tonight. And the Cosmos, we know how important the U.S. Open Cup is to them.
Yep.
They had a heartbreaking loss last year to Philadelphia Union, and Philadelphia ended up going to the final, so this would have been absolutely catastrophic or heartbreaking if they lost, and it's that much sweeter because they came back and won the game.
You know, I'm going through it the whole game wondering who deserves to win. You know, and I've gone back and forth the entire game, and the only reason I'll give it to Cosmos is because they did win, because it's been a very steady, a very even, at times better than one team better than the other. It's really had the ups and downs. It's been a wonderful game. Credit to both teams and both coaches.
And really, now the trip down to the Cosmos supporters, the north end of the stadium, all the players there. This was unbelievable. We couldn't have asked for more.
Well, guys, Jimmy Maurer voted the Emirates Cosmos Man of the Match, presented by Mr. Joel Godowski, Regional Sales Director, Eastern USA, Emirates Airline. Jimmy Maurer is standing by with Jen Williams.
Jimmy, congratulations on being named the Man of the Match. High drama doesn't even begin to describe tonight's action. Your team battled back to force extra time. What was your mindset when you realized that this game was going to penalty kicks?
As a goalkeeper, you love it. You get a chance to be the hero for once instead of the GOAT, and luckily I was able to make some saves, and we're moving on.
Moving on to the round of 16 and beating an MLS squad in order to do so in the New York area. What would you say about this new rivalry?
It's great. Anytime it's a back and forth game like that, going down 2-0, being able to battle back and taking the penalties, it's a great start, and hopefully the fans had a lot of fun.
Jimmy, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Ed, back to you.
Thanks, Jen. So Jimmy Maurer delivers in the most critical moments in penalty kicks, denying Facey 6th round of shooters and setting it up for Hunter Gorski to win a thrilling match here at Stewart Stadium, guys.
That's incredible, and we can't go through all the players, the ups and downs, the emotions. Hunter Freeman, Leo Fernandez, who created the all-important goal and then both missed penalty kicks. They're going to buy steak dinner for Hunter Gorski and Jimmy Maurer. It's a real team. They bailed each other out, and you're right, Mike. Maybe the slight edge, you give it to the Cosmos. They deserve to be the winner.
Yeah, I've run out of things to say, guys, to be honest with you. I feel like we've been here for 4 hours. It was a phenomenal game.
There you see it. In penalty kicks, 4-3 in favor of the Cosmos. A match in which 120 minutes was not enough. Cosmos take it in PKs over NYCFC in the U.S. Open Cup. So for Shep Messing, Mike Petke, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. Cosmos move on to the 5th round of the U.S. Open Cup. And don't miss our next Cosmos broadcast. It's July 5th at 7 p.m. when the Cosmos begin fall season play against Indy 11 right here at Stewart Stadium. You've been watching a thrilling match on One World Sports, America's network for global sports.